Welcome to the video, guys. I'm Creighton. I'm the owner of a 2007 Sea Ray 48 Sundancer that's currently on an inland lake just north of Dallas, Texas. So I'm starting this new video series for you guys to show you kind of the transformation that the boat's going to go through as it will end up in Nassau, Bahamas here in a couple of months. I'm very new to the whole YouTube video thing. I've never posted anything on YouTube in my life, so this will be the first video. So I want to walk you through a whole bunch of different things on the boat that I'm doing. There'll be a whole lot of learning along the way. I want to share as much as I can. One of the reasons being, I've watched YouTube videos in the past, particularly looking for certain things on Sea Ray 48 Sundancers, and there's a little bit out there but not a ton. So I want to put as many cool videos on here as I can, kind of show you some of the things I've done to the boat, and then along the way show you where the boat's going, how we're transporting it, little things I'm going to do to it to get ready to go from a tiny freshwater lake to the big deep salt water there off the coast of Florida. Anyway, hopefully as these videos go on and I put more and more on here, the editing will get better and you guys will continue to enjoy it. So sit tight and hope you like it. Start off with a little tour of the boat. For the most part, the interior is pretty factory. I've done a couple of really cool changes that I think owners of 48 Sundancers in particular are going to like some of these things that I've done. I'm fortunate I've got a really good audio video installer that does a lot of very nice custom work that he's helped me with in here, and I'll show you a lot of that. But let's we'll start up front here. Very standard forward cabin for a 48 Sundancer, closets on port and starboard. I put in a little flat screen TV over here. I'll open that hatch up, you can see it. I think it's 23 inches or something like that. On the starboard side, you got a shower that I use really more as a closet. As you can see, towels and pillows and floats and things like that. On the port side, you've got a head. Over here, very standard galley, haven't changed anything out in there really. Now over on the starboard side, you've got the sofa, and this is the main thing I've changed down here in the salon. Is originally in this 2007 model, the factory TV was super small. So as you can see over here to the left of the TV is this door, and it opens to see, you see the stereo, a couple switches that turn the stereo off and on outside, couple DVD players, DirecTV box, and this is for the satellite dome outside. And so there was a door just like this over here on where the right side of the TV is. We took that door out, it was right about there, and then we gutted everything that was back behind the TV. And I bought this TV from Best Buy. It's 40 something inches. You can measure the dimensions. Fortunately, for a widescreen 16:9 TV, fit almost perfectly into this space. But we did have to get this custom little trim made. It's a piece of wood that they put black paint and lacquer on it. It looks really nice. So that's pretty easy to customize, and it looks so much better. As you can see in here, that looks infinitely better than that tiny TV. And I wasn't a big fan of those when they have the TV mounted up here. I kind of like the way that wood looks. And so, pardon the Yeti 110, I just got this thing. Didn't have anywhere else to put it, and I'm afraid if I put it upstairs, somebody's going to steal it. So down there is another DirecTV box. I think that's where the original KVH stuff was, in that space right there. It's now empty. Just a Glomex for the television, and then a plug that God knows what's plugged in there. So as you'll see, I'm going to change out a lot of this stuff in here. We're going to consolidate a whole bunch. Going to take pretty much everything out of here, because where this boat's going and the way I'm going to be using it in a charter, space is going to be at a premium, so we need all this space, and we need to clean this up because right now it's just kind of a mess. So here's the exterior, beautiful white hull, recently all buffed and polished and waxed and all of that. Up top I have an Intellian HD satellite dome, and then up in front of that there's a brand new Raymarine HD 4kW radar open array. I've changed those out since I got the boat. Boat's got underwater lights, and the name on the back lights up, but as you will see in the upcoming videos, I'm actually going to change the name as she goes to Bahamas. I put in Sea Deck. This is just plain old gray Sea Deck in here. As you can see, all the cushions are out right now. I'm having them redone, all recovered. So this is a custom speaker box that my audio video guy made. It's got 6 10-inch subwoofers that go down there. Stuff thumps really loud. Emptied out all these. That's where I have my life jackets. Just trying to do some cleaning in there. You know, engine compartments down here, refrigerator out here, a couple fans to try to keep us cool. Put in an aftermarket TV over here. I think it's 43 or 46 inches, nice and thin, goes almost flush on the side. I had another one identical to that TV over here, so I had 2 of them, but I just took that one down because I don't need all those TVs for the Bahamas. I don't plan on watching a whole lot of college football while I'm down there. Put in all these speakers on the side. As you can see, those are all 8-inch with their own separate horn tweeter. Got these 10-inch cans on the side. Up here, as you can see, the holes up there and there. I used to have 3, one there, one there, and one there. I took these 2 out, and then same on this side. I had one up there and one right there. So I had 3 on each side, and that stuff can make you deaf. 2 more 12-inch subwoofers over here, so super loud. I'm taking these out and having a little storage compartment put right there. Another thing I did, so this right here is cool. It's a little bracket that you can put a regular size iPad in. It fits perfectly. My audio video guy custom made that, so as you can see, it's the exact same color, you know, as the rest of the boat right there. This little wet sounds thing allows us to transmit music from one boat to another, so we can all play the same thing at the same time. So when we go out to the party cove here, we're not all competing with each other, but we can play the same music. One of the things I did a couple years ago, I actually had the boat in St. Petersburg, Florida for a little while, and while it was there, I had them change out all this stuff. These are brand new Raymarine GS 165 multifunction displays. Love these things, they're great. Had this little custom bracket right here, as you can see that it's mounted on. It's just a black bracket that these things go into. Almost flush mount there, but nice clean look. It's super cool. Then I had these little controls put in as well, so you can control these. You can either do touchscreen with these, like go, you know, home to the different icons, or you can do the same thing up here. You know, you can switch it around like that. Sometimes it's easier when the boat's bouncing around to just use these and instead of you know, trying to use the touch screen. This is the autopilot. It's in standby right now. You can also do autopilot from these multifunction displays, but I like having a separate one here. This is Mercury Marine 502. It's not on right now because the engines aren't on, but it comes on once you turn the engines on. Put in a new VHF radio there, and that's the head unit of it. Really nice. I love this thing. Down here, you know, it's got my little 12-volt plug that it's got the USB adapter in there, so I can charge my phone and all that. And then up here, I had them put in a couple of these kind of remote monitor things where these are really cool. Like these things will do anything. You can cycle them through all kinds of different screens. Yeah, some of those don't really show anything when the boat's not on, but you know, it's really cool what you can do with these. And I like having them above the head, because when you're sitting here at the helm, you just look up and boom, it's right there. And as you can see, my bow pads are off. Those are getting redone as well. A couple speakers. I used to have 4 speakers up on the bow. Those are 10-inch, and it would crank up there too, but took those down. So that's kind of the helm and the cockpit here. Not much else to show you up here. One of the things that I will be doing, I don't know if you saw inside when we were touring kind of the galley in there, I have an EPIRB that, you know, it's one of those emergency positioning radio beacons that I'm going to end up mounting like right here. It's got a automatic deployment on it, so when it hits like when it's in the water and hits a certain depth, the thing will automatically deploy and notify the authorities that there's a potential problem, and they'll send somebody out and rescue us. So that's going right there. Not a whole lot of other changes to the helm. They're going to be installing the Sirius XM weather module and the little antenna deal that goes up on top of the boat. So that's new. I'm actually changing out the stereo to the Rockford Fosgate, because it's got that NEMA 2000 connection, which I think is really cool. And so I'll be able to change things out on the displays up here, so it's all integrated to the head unit. The bigger unit will go downstairs next to the TV and replace that one, and then the smaller remote unit will go right here. And it's also cool because it's got multiple zones, so you know, I could turn it up on the bow, turn it down in here, turn it up, down inside, and you know, turn it down out here. However I want it, there's multiple zones on there that I can control. So that's it with this today. I will look forward to bringing you guys the next video, hopefully real soon.